Thank you so much for the award, and thank you so much for selecting me. At this very present moment, there are some special people whom I'd like to thank. First of all, I'd like to thank a very, very dear friend who introduced me into this wonderful business. I still remember I was in college that time, and my then good friend as well as a very popular actress, Jenny, called me to come for an audition for the upcoming blockbuster Titanic. The selected actress, however, was not available, so they had to source for a replacement. I was reluctant at first, but Jenny encouraged me, and I decided to give it a try, which I did. And that, surprisingly, opened a whole new world for me. From that day onwards, I was a happier person, and I never once looked back. So for that, I'd like to thank Jenny for encouraging me and for always standing by my side the whole time. Another person I would like to thank also is my director, Daniel, for your care and guidance. Back then, I was young and just learning the rope of the business. I was inexperienced. But Daniel was always there for me to give me advice. I remember the first day that I stepped into Vietnam Productions. He said to me, "Cat Winslet, acting is like stepping into the open arms of the ocean. You have to let it sink you in, and then you emerge." So his advice helped me a lot in immersing myself into the character that I portrayed. Daniel also shared with us a lot about his passions in movie making, despite some of his initial challenges. So with that, Daniel, my gratitude goes to you. I also like to thank everybody who are present here today in Vietnam Productions. This place has been home to me for the past many years. I'd like to thank each and everybody for your care and concern for one another. To date, Vietnam Productions has made 80 movies, and I'm very proud to be part of this family. Everybody has been kind and caring to each other, and this production, this organization has morphed many people into successful actors and actresses. We have been always providing a great learning environment for actors and actresses, which play a very significant part in the movie industry of the nation. Now, many of you have asked me questions about my experience with my co-actor. I could tell you that I had a great time with the co-star, Leonardo Zilcopio. He was such a positive and fun-loving actor, and also very creative. One thing about him which you may not know is that he liked to play pranks on the director Daniel. Once at the set, Leonardo Zil placed a gas bag in the back pocket of Daniel. And for all you know, Daniel has been walking around the set the whole day in it. And when Daniel finally sat down, it let out a big commotion, which got everybody laughing. And Leonardo even asked with a straight, innocent face, "What was that?" Today, Leonardo DiCaprio, after so many years, he's still a heartthrob, isn't he? After so many years, this salt and pepper hair only makes him more attractive. Everybody who joined us for the crew know that the crew was a very close-knitted and energetic one. We always came up with crazy ideas at one time or another. Anybody remembers the scene where Jack and Rose did the Irish dance? The supporting actors were actually all drinking malt. And by the time we were done with the scene, they were all getting pretty tipsy because of all the retakes. So they suddenly came up with a crazy idea of a dancing competition. And surprisingly, the actor, Billy Fa, the supposedly fiancé of the movie, although he's not as handsome as Zeus, but he sure could dance well. We all were impressed by his everyday shuffling moves, all the cartwheels that he was stunning around to become the undisputed champion. I learned a lot from everybody in the crew, and I appreciate you for that. Last but not least, I'd like to thank all of you, my fans, my critics, those who love me, those who hate me for having Zeus exclusively to myself. Without you, Titanic would definitely sink. Thank you and God bless.